Hey, 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 my beautiful people. It's Kim Love Jones here, certified relationship coach. I'm jumping on so that I can talk to you about the breakdown before the level up. That's what we're talking about today. We're talking about rediscovering yourself. That is what I am talking about. God is so good. I am sharing out the live right now. I am sharing out the live right now. God is so good. And I am sharing it out, baby. I'm sharing it out. Let me see what I got here. I know that people are busy. I know that people are at work, but there's a whole bunch of people who are ready to hear this today. God is so good. I promise you, He is. So yeah, I'm just like, let me get on. Oops, I gotta change. Hold on, y'all. I should have did this before I got on. Yes, I should have done it. I hope everybody is well. I cannot. Hey, Coach TJ, I could barely see you, baby. Because I'm sharing out the live, and you know how it is when you're sharing out the live. You can't see. You can't see. Thank you for the daily heart, me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, I am just sharing. Let's see who jumps on the live. Let's see what's going on. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Leola. How are you, baby? Welcome in, welcome in. How you doing? How are you doing? Yes, welcome in. Hey, Patty Cakes. How are you? Wait a minute, y'all. You know what it is? I literally have to change out my Bluetooth. I see you, my love. I see you, Patty Cakes. I see you. You know what I'm trying to do? I am trying, y'all, to, hold on, let me just switch this up for a minute. I am trying to get to the point where I go, hey, Pashan, I see you. Can y'all hear me okay? Can y'all hear me okay? Hey, baby, I see you. I'm trying to get to the point where I'm live every day, twice a day, and I'm trying to find a good time. Thank you, Pashan, for the daily heart, me, my love. I see you. I see you. Where I go live every day, twice a day. And so, oh God, why do my friend call me every day and I'm on TikTok every day? And he gets so mad at me because he's like, hey, you call me back, but I be busy. I call him back, but I'm busy. He yesterday he texted me. He was like, "Oh, every day you on TikTok? Yes, and you need to get on too and stuff." He said, "Watch my live. You want to talk to me? Watch my live." That's what I got for you. So anyway, today I want to talk about. I talked about it last night in my room, but I never quite got through it. I want to talk again about the breakdown before the leveling up. I want to talk about the breakdown before the breakthrough. And I wanted to, get on and have this real serious conversation with everybody today in the afternoon, because what I know is that we think that the end of something, hey, Eleanor, I see you, baby. How are you? We think that the end of something that's it, that's all. A lot of times we are devastated when our relationships don't work. We are devastated when people walk away from us. We're devastated at the treatment that people give us. We go through like all of these things mentally and emotionally and spiritually. We're having a breakdown, right? And what we don't always realize is the breakdown is just an indication that your life is changing, right? And you're about to level up. And I want to ask everybody this question. When you broke up with your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whoever it was that you was with, when you broke up with them, Coach TJ, I see you, baby. I'm trying to I'm cleaning my glasses as per usual because y'all know I get on here every day, and then now all of a sudden I can't see. As soon as I get on here, my glasses is a mess, right? But you sometimes think that because it is, and it is devastating in the moment, right? That everything is over. The way that you knew life, the way that you've gotten comfortable being in that relationship, the ways in which you weren't even comfortable, but you were still in the relationship. Like you were trying to navigate your way through a field of landmines, walking, stepping on tippy toes, trying not to anger your partner, trying to mutter through, trying to make it work. And it was something that wasn't supposed to work past when it stopped working, right? And so I think that we should understand that every time there has been a breakdown in our lives, we begin the process of rediscovering ourselves. We begin the process of getting to our breakthrough. I hope that that makes sense. And I'm trying to clean these glasses, y'all. I'm coming. Right? Right? So I was talking about this last night and I never got through it. I never even got to my first point. I think I might have got to my first point. But the conversation was so rich, right? And we believe for ourselves that this relationship is the be all end all. And when things start to fall apart and we don't understand why these things are falling apart, or we're finding out that they act funny style and we're very upset about that, and we're watching the level of disrespect rise, we're watching how the relationship, it's kind of falling off, it's not the same anymore. We begin to look at the fact that, oh, well, they not acting like they love me. They're not acting like they care about me. Like, oh, they didn't fill my car with gas. They used to do that. Why they don't do that anymore? Why didn't they take my car? And this is for the ladies. Why didn't they take my car and go to the car wash like they used to do? What's wrong? What's going on? What happened? And you notice that they begin to pull back. You don't know why, because they're not talking to you. Right? They're not communicating what they're feeling to you because they don't want to, because they may not know how to communicate it to you, right? And so the relationship, y'all begin to grow apart, and you don't know why you begin to grow apart, but you do. Wait a minute, y'all. Okay, I gotta plug in my cellular phone. As my mama used to say, the cellular phone. Thank you, Virginia White, for the share. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, that Hicks girl. I see you, baby. I see you. I see you. Hi, Fortune Seeker. I see you. You're new. You are new. Right. Okay. So let me get to it. So what tends to happen, right? Because now you're moving further and further apart and things are starting to become totally dysfunctional. It's not what you ever thought about. But let's say you've been in this relationship now for 2 years, 3 years, 10 years. You spent a lot of time that you've invested of yourself, and you've given a lot of your attention to this relationship, whether you male or female. And things are beginning to become unglued, and you don't quite understand it. Hey, Benefits, thank you for the hand heart, and welcome in. Can y'all welcome Benefits into the room? I'm welcoming all of y'all into the room, but my people know, all the people who come in my room know that we just love on each other up in here. Joan, thank you so much. Thank you, Benefits. Thank you for the daily heart. Me, I appreciate you, sweetie. So the idea, though, behind all of this, the idea, hey, Pooh Bear, I see you, baby. I didn't even know you were in the room. The idea behind all of this is that we look at the relationship falling apart. Thank you, Loving G. I see you, baby. Thank you for the daily heart, me. Hey, boo. I see you. So we believe that this is the worst thing that could have ever happened in our lives. But we saw the relationship. Hey, Smiley from Indiana, welcome in, welcome in. Can you all look at this? I don't even know what this is, and it keeps popping up. Breakdown before the level up discussion. Oh, look at that. That's AI. Wow. I love this. I love this. They just started this. Because I'm watching, TikTok is introducing some new features that I didn't even know about. I'm going to have to tell my people about this because I had no idea. Hey, Loving G, Elite VIP. I see you, baby. I see you coming up in here and sharing out the live. Thank you, baby. Thank you so much. And so the idea, though, let me get to what I came on here for. The idea is that we think our lives are actually falling apart while everything around us seems to be falling apart. But the reality is that our lives are not falling apart, it's coming together. There was something that you missed. That person wasn't supposed to be in your life forever. And people get so upset and we get all caught up in our emotions. We begin to cry. We get depressed. We get aggravated. We're frustrated about every single thing that's been going on in our lives, right? And we watching our relationship erode. We're watching the no communication. And you don't want to communicate either because you're like, I don't need to put up with this. I'm not saying nothing either. Then you can find yourself walking around the house for 2 weeks and not talking to each other, which is not healthy. And you realize that the person that you're in a relationship with doesn't want to, at all, period, build a life with you. Not in the ways in which you thought they first wanted to, right? There's no talks of marriage. You've been living together. You've been calling yourself building this life together, and you seem to be separating more and more from one another. Can I tell y'all, when that begins to happen to us in our lives, and I'm not trying to be funny, it is the beginning of us coming back home to ourselves. I said this last night, I'm saying it again. Every single time, and I want you to think back over your life, every single time that somebody walked away from you, your life got better. You know why? Because you begin to level up. Now, there are some people whose lives didn't get better. Can we be honest about that? Some people's lives didn't get better. They did not. Some people went into a dark hole, into the abyss, and they allowed that. Then they stayed in a dark hole, and they just stayed there because, thank you, Loving G. Thank you, baby. I see you. I see you, my love. Thank you for the November. So some people went into a dark hole, and the truth is, can I be honest with y'all? Most of us do. Hi, Hair and Lashes. I see you. I see you. Welcome in, welcome in. Can y'all welcome Hair and Lashes into the room? Can y'all welcome her into the room? Thank you. Right? And so what ends up ultimately happening is when we go down deep into the abyss, into the darkness, into the depression, into the pain, into the hurt, and we sit there and we marinate in it, it is even more difficult for us to come out of, because then we spend years after the breakup of one relationship, we spend years doing the same, staying in a dark place because we haven't healed yet. We haven't even begun the journey of healing ourselves. The whole idea, though, is for you to take note, for you to reconcile yourself to yourself, for you to do some introspection to see where did things go wrong, and not with them, but with ourselves, right? So the whole point and purpose of a relationship is to reveal you to you. It's both a mirror and a window. And I know a lot of people don't. Hey, Lady Pink, I see you, my love. How are you? Welcome in, baby. Welcome in, right? Smiley says self-care. Hold on, I gotta unmute. Ooh. I don't know why it's filtering y'all comments when y'all just saying hello. It just don't even make any sense. Y'all not even saying nothing crazy. But the reality of the situation is, right, when we go through this process, we have to learn how to trust it. Because even the end of one thing is nothing more than the beginning of something new. So when people walk out of your life, or they don't know how to love you properly, or they're not leaning in, they're not even trying to create the space, and all you find yourself doing is trying to hold on to what you think could potentially happen, but this is not what's actually happening in the right now. What you do is you're setting yourself up for failure, especially my sisters. Because men don't marry potential. They really don't. Most of the time, they're very methodical in their thinking. They make in a real way, when they get older, not when they're young. They try to make more methodical and better decisions, right? Because they don't think like we think. We think potential, we'll fix it up. When they change, when they get their lives together, they're going to choose me. They're going to treat me right. I want that same person that I met in the beginning who was so loving, so kind, so real, and just leaned in and just wanted to love me. You're hoping to recapture that, but that person is gone. Thank you. You say you a teacher, Coach Kim. Yes, I don't want it anymore. Best decision I made was to walk away after 3 years. This is the truth, sister. I see y'all. Listen to me. It's nothing more than a new beginning for you. There is a psalm. It's Psalm 119 and 71, which is my favorite verse, one of my favorite verses in the Bible. For it was good that I was afflicted, that I might learn thy statutes. Because every single time I was in a hurt place, every single time I was in a dark place, every single time that my heart was broken, every single time that somebody let me down, it made me rethink my position. Every single time somebody walked away from me, y'all hear me? Every time somebody made me feel like I wasn't enough, and consequently, nobody can make you feel anything. I'm just using that because that's fitting. But I felt low because they didn't choose me. Because I wasn't enough for them. Right? I need y'all to follow me. What it did was make me go back into myself and say, well, wait, Kim, where's the issue? Okay, so let's just say I dated 3 guys, or I went out with 3 or 4 guys, and none of the guys that I dated, I just dated them. We just went out to dinner, and I'm not, I don't want to go into anything deep or heavy because it's not that deep or heavy. And they were like, oh, well, it was really cool meeting you, Kim, that's cool. And so, I'll talk to you tomorrow. And then they didn't call. And I knew something was up. And I didn't call them either. Right? And I'm going back before we was able to do all these text messages and stuff like this. I'm going back like before a BlackBerry, because BlackBerries is the one. BlackBerries, or when you text, you had to, y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Yes, the Kimmy Shimmy, honey. Yes. But y'all see what I'm saying? It was back then. And then you didn't text like, oh, I hope, I had a really wonderful time, and wait for them to respond. It was way before then, right? I mean, we barely had cell phones, we barely had cell phones back then. Some of us did, some of us didn't. And when I think about my dating, right, and they didn't choose me, sometimes I would wonder why. So it sent me back into myself. But there were other times that I didn't think they were it for me, and it didn't matter to me either way. There was really no real connection. They were good conversationalists when we talked on the phone, or, because I met, I used to meet so many people from Black Planet. I don't know if y'all remember that. I'm thankful for you, Eleanor. I am thankful for you. But I used to be on Black Planet in the chat rooms. Y'all remember back in the day? You know how we used to do. I don't know if anybody was on it, but I'm telling you right now, we was, just getting on the internet, right? And we had AOL dial-up. And then and every time AOL would like, you've got mail, you would get excited because you had an email. Like, I'm going back. I was going to say like an 8-track, but that is even before my time. But y'all get what I'm saying, right? MySpace. Then we went to MySpace. Yes. Then we went to MySpace. Hold on. I see your comment, but I don't know why it's blocking it. Y'all get what I'm saying? So So we were going through all that. You would meet people and you would think these people are really nice, they cool, but you wasn't trying to marry them. And for me, I was like, okay, he cool, but no. Right? Okay, he's cool. This one's cool, but no. Right? Relationship insight, discuss self-care. Look at this. AI. Do y'all see what AI is putting in the chat? Do y'all see that? Kim, you went way back. I went way back, Pooh Bear. I went way back. Listen, real talk. I need for us to kind of understand, like, and every time we were rejected, that's because they wasn't for us, right? But the issue becomes, in a real way, like once you are with somebody for a couple of months and you've been spending time with them and everything looks great and the way that you guys have been rocking out, it seems healthy, it seems amazing, it feels like this is it, this might be the one. You're excited, you get excited in your spirit because you're feeling them, and then all of a sudden they put on the brakes and you don't understand why they put on the brakes. You have no idea. Y'all been going out on a date regularly, y'all been seeing each other, y'all been visiting each other, y'all been cooking dinner with each other, y'all been laughing and joking and all kind of stuff going on, right? And having a wonderful time, and then all of a sudden you feel a shift. Now you know how they've been doing things, but all of a sudden they shift. And you begin to realize some things, so now they're calling you a little bit less. You don't understand why. Now they're a little bit busier. You don't understand why. You're thinking to yourself, like, wait a minute, what's going on here, right? The reason, Kathleen, thank you for the follow, my love. I appreciate you. You don't see it. Oh, it's telling me. AI is telling me. All of that, right. There you go, Coach TJ, all of that. Then the bottom falls out, right. There you go. Here's the reality, y'all. They weren't meant for you. They weren't meant to be in your life forever. Sometimes they're just a pastime, and we be letting that thing devastate us.